Greetings, family. Welcome to another one of your Frank 26 YouTube videos. It is the 4th of September 2019, and I greet you. I welcome you. um, we are studying the Iraqi dinar. We are not giving any dates or rates. This is a speculative investment, and in order to respect each other, we don't offer a date or a rate. We may offer time frames to consider. We may offer, well, actually, we don't even talk about a rate period. So, and everything I say to you is in my opinion. Ladies and gentlemen, the Central Bank of Iraq is on a major campaign right now. And it is happening so fast, we can't keep up with it. It would behoove you to belong to our forum. For those of you that do belong to ktfalways.com and you don't rely on reading what we do, our work, copied and pasted on another form, and left there to be misinterpreted, yeah, it would behoove you to come. For example, it was about 10 minutes ago that Walking Stick came into our forum, and you saw what he said, didn't you, family? So I told him, I said, really? What do I do with all of this? He said, stand down. Okay. What do I do? Just do the file for today. Okay. It is a massive campaign that is out there right now by the Central Bank of Iraq to let everyone inside of Iraq know that they are going through a monetary reform, a redenomination that led to a revaluation by recalculations that is going to lead into a reinstatement of their currency. Whatever the market does with it, I mean, that's another story. Right now, we're dealing with the inside, the interior of Iraq, the citizens, because if it doesn't work with them, it's not going to work with you. It's not going to work with the international markets. No. This massive campaign is out in full force. If you've been with us, you've been watching our videotapes, you know how. I'm not going to repeat it. For those of you that are late or now coming in, you got to go back and study. That's all there is to it. We're not here to feed you with a spoon. We're here to feed you with your mind. Massive campaign, right? It's exploded even more. Massive campaign, huh? More trucks. Massive campaign, huh? The CBI came out today and said, yeah, the Eagle has landed on the moon, but that doesn't mean that man is walking on it. Until Neil Armstrong went down that ladder and took the first step for all humanity. CBI has landed on the moon with their RI. I already said this whole call is in my opinion, so I don't have to repeat that. The CBI has landed on the moon with their RI. And they are soon to walk down that ladder and take the first step for the citizens of Iraq. And the citizens are being primed, they're being pumped, they're being educated, they're being motivated, they're being stimulated. Oh my goodness. In so many, many ways. before we get into the meat of our topic tonight, um, yes, there's a lot running through my mind. Yes, there's a lot of people communicating with me right now. I have to make decisions, so bear with me. Things have happened so fast today. And I'm a little frustrated, so hang in there with me, okay? But by the time that this call is over with, you'll be extremely happy and you'll be extremely knowledgeable of the things that are not out there in articles yet. Which is what we do all the time here at KTFA. The things we told you yesterday, you read about today. What I'm about to tell you tonight has already happened. Look, before we get into the meat, I have to Delta 1. Walking Stick says, if you cannot find the exchange rate, Manny, your post, Delta, his name is Manny. Your post number 21, the Arab currency exchange rate against the arithmetic Arabic dinar. That's interesting. Here's what our friend brought us, by the way, if you don't belong to our forum. Can you see that? Can they see that?
Hold it up just a little bit more. It's getting a glare. Yeah, it's getting a light glare.
Yeah. How about an angle?
Yeah, it's better.
Alrighty. Delta went to the CBI website and we're looking for the exchange rate of the Iraqi dinar. He went to the Arab currency exchange rate site and we cannot find all day. That was early in the morning. This is in the afternoon. Now this is around 7:47. Still nothing. He says, I'm still trying to understand the significance to this. You know, that we can't find the exchange rate of the Iraqi dinar. Could you see the IQD exchange rate prior to now? No, we couldn't. So, Walking Stick and I get on the phone and we start talking and he says to me certain things. And he gives me a report that that I'm going to give to you. Then I read to him the Firefly report and he said, oh buddy, it's good to see that, he said. It's good to see that because now you're going to see so much more. I'll tell you what. Let me see if I can get it. I'll get back with you. I said, okay. So he comes into our forum. These are two of our team leaders right there, Delta and Walking Stick. And he comes into our forum and you can see what he posts. So he's telling me, Frank, more coming. He found it. Putting it together. We, comma, will talk, 3 dots, okay. Nothing else to do but wait. That's all that is being said to us. Thank you. Delta, go to the AMF website. Check there too. Because if you cannot find the exchange rate on the CBI website, go to the AMF website. You see, they have 22 members. They have 22 countries that are members of the AMF that sit on the board of directors. So go look there. Now, let's see if we can guide you. And by the way, I'm sorry, family. I mean, this is for you as if you want it as well too. But we're trying to communicate because we're running out of time. Delta, the reason why is because the 22 members. These are 22 central bank governors. And they sit on the board of directors of the AMF. And and the lock is leaving the CBI and he's going to the AMF and he's going to sit as one of the board of directors. So with Alok going to the CBI, we may be able to ask some questions. Interesting, isn't it though, family? Thank you, Delta. But isn't that interesting, family? The AMF, which we've been talking an awful lot about yesterday, they have 22 central bank governors that sit on the board of directors of the AMF, and Alok now is one of them. Actually, he's been one of them, and here's why. The definition is that these are governors that sit on the board of directors. Well, Alok was a governor of the Central Bank of Iraq. Yeah, so he's been sitting on that board for a while, but now they're moving him up, aren't they? Yeah. Because you may not know this, Alok right now is transitioning and turning over all the power, whatever you want to call it, over to the new governor. Oh, and the new governor of the Central Bank of Iraq, he's going to actually sit. He's going to actually sit on the board of the AMF. But they sit as not board of directors, but on the board of governors in the AMF. So what's my point about that? You've got Alok, and then you've got this new governor. So Alok is going to sit on the board of directors of the AMF, and then you got this new central governor, whoever he may be, who will be sitting on the board of governors in the AMF. I like that. I like that combination. I like that lock. I like that these are gentlemen that knew what Dr. Shabibi wanted for the plan of the reinstatement of the Iraqi dinar, and now they're being put in a position where they'll still have a relationship with the new governor of the Central Bank of Iraq. Okay. But notice that all of these positions, all these titles, all this power shifting, notice it's being done right now. I mean, for a reason, for a purpose, right? For the monetary reform of the Iraqi dinar. Because there's a change coming in their currency. Therefore, there's a change in the structure that governs their currency. I'm getting tired. And this is whatever I was going to say. These are the magic moments in which you do something like that. Today, the AMF talked a lot, had meetings in Iraq, but the CBI talks so much more. So much more. It was hard to keep up with them. We'll share it with you tonight. But I think that the reason why is because it's a massive, massive media campaign. What do I mean by that? If you were an Iraqi citizen and you were walking down the street, chances are you're going to see something about the monetary reform. The coins, the ATM machines, the MasterCard. If you were in the mosque, in the market, oh, chances are very good. You're going to hear about this monetary reform, the topic. If you're listening to the radio or watching TV, they just are replaying it over and over again, like we told you. You're going to hear about the monetary reform, the new policy. You look up at the electronic boards, especially tomorrow. It's going to be a big game. Yeah, you're going to see the ATM machines. You're going to see the pictures of ATM machines here, pictures of the coins. To talk about the a new currency coming to the citizens of Iraq with purchasing power. Purchasing power. Now there's two beautiful words that also are just being beat like a drum. You know, it's a chant. It's a rhythm. It's a mantra. It's a flow. It used to be a shock. Well, actually, it used to be an insult. The what? They're going to give us what? Purchasing power? Who? The CBI to us for our currency. Yeah. Okay, my turn. There was a priest, a rabbi, and I. No, you serious? We'll see. And as this year evolved, it changed. It was more like, instead of yeah, right, whatever, it was like, huh? They keep repeating, they keep showing, they keep asking us to come, they keep to the point where it is now today. No? No, okay. No? No. Yes, no.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, technical difficulties here.
I forgot to cover the white. Oh, so where was I?
I know you.
Are you
scared
for real?
everybody.
They're really gonna do this, aren't they? Yeah. So they're anxious. You saw what the Firefly and the Teller are doing. Hey, manager, when? Why you ask? I told you, we tell you when. What? Okay. Tell me now. I can't. It's kind of like, you know, when your birthday comes around, everybody knows when your birthday is. The problem is that you don't know what you're getting for your birthday. I get cookies. The AMF has 16 members, 16 countries. That sit on the board of the AMF. And this week, well, actually today and yesterday, they've been having a lot of conferences. They showed up at the trade conference. I found that interesting. What you guys doing here? We're just watching. Yeah, right. You want to see what the potential is for the Iraqi dinar internationally, don't you? Yeah. Well, come here, come here, AMF, come here. 안녕하세요. Nice to see you. Hello, Korea. 안녕하세요. Hey, guys, how you like Iraq? Oh, we love them to pieces. Y'all make a big? Did you do a big contract with Iraq, South Korea? Yes, we did. You think North Korea wants it? Who cares? We got ours. Hey, what? There's more. There's more at the conference. Yeah. Come. Well, look at all those companies. No, that's all news. It's up on the board. Come here. But look at South Korea. I just showed it to you. Come here. There's more. Come here. There's more. Look. Read this. Who said this? The CBI? The governor? Yeah, a lock for now. The CBI is saying that they have just released a 5-year plan that covers the activities of the reinstatement after it's announced. Yeah. Next is the 5-year phase. Next is the 5-year phase. It's the 5-year plan of the post-RI era. They're talking about it here at the conference? Yeah. Why? Because all these companies are going to be a part of this. You see, in the next 5 years, the first year we're going to... Why don't you let the governor of the Central Bank of Iraq tell you? When's he going to tell us? Oh, he already did it this afternoon. What? On TV. You want to see the replay? Come here. Whoa. When does this start? Who cares? Probably October the 1st. There's a lot of things happening on October the 1st. Yeah. I think the most important thing is that it's the start of our fiscal year. Isn't the Iraqi Stock Exchange doing something on that date too? Yeah. International, right? Yeah. And they showed the citizens yesterday and from now on at the banks how they can order and buy international stocks. Yeah. And they got a 5-year plan to define what's going to happen after the reinstatement of the dinar? Yeah. Well, then that means that the 4-year plan before that they were working with the Fab Four, and the CBI, I guess that 4-year plan has come to an end. Yeah. Because that was in 2015. Add 4 years to it and here we are. Yeah. Well, if that plan is over, then it makes sense that this plan is being introduced. Yeah, by the governor of the Central Bank of Iraq. They sure making me look good, aren't they, family? Yeah. So, Walking Stick, what do you think? I think that they're on course. You don't think that they're delayed? They're behind? Is it? No. Has the fiscal year started? No. They're not behind. The budget? Which one? Well, 2019 is pretty well done. Yeah. So you're asking about 2020? What about it? I know you said to me months ago that it was going to be a very unusual budget, the biggest budget in their history, and done differently, calculated differently, you said, right? Yes, I did. So what do you think of their 2020 budget? It's full of stars. My God. Now, what do you think would be the next thing? Because we got Firefly's report. Oh my gosh. The CBI talked. The CBI did everything you told me, Walking Stick. So that second article, it's pretty much those bulletin board or those electronic billboards, isn't it? Pretty much. But there is one more thing that's next. What? You remember I told you that they would describe it to them? Yeah, they have been describing. Firefly says that they describe them right there. They give them the instructions that your coin is, this, and then on top of that, they even showed them the old coins, the same old coins that we've been showing here. That they're showing them in the bank, right? So the description is done. The ATMs are done. The MasterCard is done. The description of the coins and the new small category notes are done. The description of the fills, they call metals, is all done, right? Yeah. So what do you think is next, Frank? Well, if they gave them all the instructions, they gave them all the commercials and illustrations in the bank, if they gave them all the description of everything, then the next thing would be to give it to them? No. To actually show it to them. By George, I like that. You did tell me that. After the description, they would be showing them the pictures of the real coins that are coming out. The pictures of the real new small category notes that are coming out. And the explanation of why there has been a change in their exchange rate. And you think that's next, Walking Stick? I know it's next. They're called visual aids. Visual aids? Yeah, visual aids. Pictures of the currency of the new small category notes, pictures of the coins. Frank, they're going to explain to them why they can go to Forex now when they show them the pictures. They're going to talk to them about the Iraqi Stock Exchange. They're going to explain to them how they can be a part of it. They're going to talk to them about the exchange rate of their new currency, why it is different from the program rate that they used to have. They're going to explain to them the concept that does not apply, should not ever apply in their country, is of dual pricing. They're going to talk to them about the currency itself. This is it. This is what it looks like. No more examples of what we used to have that you're going to get once again because we're going to reprint them. No, sir. This is it. The eagle has landed on the moon. The CBI is walking down the steps. Soon, you will have it in your hands. But we have to describe it. We need to show it to you. Then we're going to change the rate and then we give it to you. Is that okay with you? Yes. Quite a different attitude, isn't it, citizens of Iraq? No. I'm cool. I mean, I'm cool. I can do with it. I can do without it. You can raise it. You can not raise it. It's cool. No. Doesn't bother me what you do. So, Iraqi citizen, is it okay with you if we don't raise the value? You better! The citizens know. Not everybody. But what is the most important part? What is the most important part of the human body? The brain. You can stop the heart. You can restart it back 15, 20 minutes later, especially if you lower the temperature. There's a good chance that you can resuscitate them. But if you stop the brain, like sever the spinal cord area and the lumbar, or excuse me, in the medulla oblongata area right back here, just a little, cut, finito, disconnect the brain from the rest of the spinal cord that, branches out to all parts of the perimeter of the body. That's it. There ain't no coming back from that. And the core of Iraq is the people. They are the brains. They are the brains of this whole monetary reform. And it has to work with them. So all the effort, all the massive media, all the money, all the manpower, everything that could be used has been at the very core, in the center, Baghdad, straight to the citizens. No matter where they go, what they do, they touch, they see, they smell the monetary reform. It is a massive, massive campaign. And because they asked for, what is it, until the 10th? Walking Stick told me, Frank, the media campaign has been expanded. Is that why they asked for more days? I don't want to talk no more. Yeah. I'll tell you what, here's what we are going to do. We're going to stop. The reason why we're going to stop is because I can't go no further. I can't go no further. And until I'm given permission, which probably be late tonight, or it'll probably be early in the morning. And when I do get that permission, our next YouTube will be able to cover that. How's that? If you're wondering what I'm looking at, this is I like to read the Wall Street, and there's a part, I think it's right here. This is amazing. These 2 pages tell you an awful lot about China and the United States. Look at that one right there. China spend oil prices to bring them lower. Do you think that there's madness between Trump and China, or do you think that there's reasoning, a plan, not a plot, but a plan, a roadmap, a destination? Why not? China's steel slowdown slams iron ore. But China loves to sell their steel. Why would they slow? Deals. Deals. Do something for me, I'll do something for you. Give me something, I'll give you something. And there's a lot of deals that are going on right now. And the one that they just found out about recently today was South Korea. And now, what did I tell you? In my opinion, I believe that Donald Trump is using Iraq to make many, many powerful deals with many, many countries around the world, which in turn is actually also affecting the equilibrium of not only their trade between the 2 countries, but also of their currency, which is what Donald Trump wanted. Play fairly. If your currency is worth, 50 cents, mine's worth 50 cents too. How's that? Play fairly. You ready?
Yep.
Drum roll. When I read this to Walking Stick, there were moments when he commented, but most of the time he was quiet. And when we were done, I said, what do you think? They're on course. And because they're on course and because of what you just told me and because that means this is about to be released, I'm going to go get you something. Oh, okay. So he's working on that. There were 2 reports that came in from our fireflies. Why don't you come in a little closer, Tank, so they can hear me a little bit better. Sorry about my face being so close. I apologize. But that way you can hear me, and I'm also going to try to talk loud. In Godspeed, here we go. Good morning. Firefly 77 responded to your text, and he said thank you for all the prayers for his father. He had the flu. I hope you feel better, sir. He had the flu. He never gets sick, so this is a first for him. Thank you, Mr. Frank, for thinking of my father. At the doctor's office, I saw on television the CBI. They came on and they were saying that they have achieved transition into Iraq's economy, saying the CBI now has a plan for the next 5 years, and a goal, or the goal, is to restore the Iraqi dinar to its glory. See why I've been saying Dr. Shabibi lately a lot? The CBI. I mean, the man's sitting there, right? Hey, Dad, how you feeling? I feel, I don't feel good. Okay, Dad, we'll get you in the doctor. Okay. Dad, look at TV. CBI. What'd they say? The next 5 years. The next 5. What? Their goal is to restore our currency to its glory. Wow. And then the question posed to me, but Mr. Frank, to its 5 years, does that mean that we have to wait another 5 years, Mr. Frank, before we see valued purchasing power to our currency? Without even asking, remember, Tink, what did Walking Stick say?
Yeah.
Nope. No, he said, nope. Nope. You don't have to wait that long. Come on, man. Of course not. This is for the next 5 years. Also, the television, he said, is showing the planning and the budget committee. Now, that's 2 ministers. The planning and the budget committee and their chairman, they're leading the conference today in Baghdad with 16 other Arab. Didn't I tell you there were 16 members? Well, that's a coincidence there. That means they're all there. The whole AMF is there. Makes sense. Mr. Frank, they're showing the planning and the budget committee and the chairman. They're all leading the conference today in Baghdad with 16 other Arab and Asian countries, of course, South Korea. We don't know why they are here, but showing them on TV at a conference. The CBI, again, today, is all over the television. And today, it's about their plan. It's about their plan to raise the purchasing power for the dinar, showing Alawi along with Alak. And by the way, this is not the former governor. This is a different Alawi. Showing Alawi along with Alak speaking for the CBI at a press conference. Didn't I tell you? At a press conference. Golly. Look here. Read some of it. Yeah, okay, so the CBI again, all day was CBI. CBI again today, all over TV, and today it's about their plan to raise the purchasing power for the dinar, showing Alawi along with Alak speaking for CBI at press conference. We apologize, Mr. Frank, for not making it to the bank today. because my dad's been at the doctor's office most of the morning, and once home, it's really hard, almost impossible, to get my dad to rest. He wants to go to the store, to the market, and he's very hard-headed. Yeah, you go, sir. Get off of me. I'm going to the market. But Dad, you have a fever. You gonna have one? You gonna have one? You don't let me go to the market? Young whippersnapper. Now give me my cane. In fact, give me a piggyback ride. Let's go.
Does he say whippersnapper?
Oh, he probably doesn't know what whippersnapper means, huh? Young man.
Dude.
Huh?
Young dude.
Young dude. I can't wait to meet this man. He's 80 like Dad, 86 years old. Whew. You make it that long, you better listen to somebody that old. They know what they're talking about. Anyways, okay, so it's impossible to get him to rest. I mean, he's very stubborn. He wants to go to the store. Okay, in a few, the TV will have. He probably means in a few hours. In a few hours, the TV will have a special news report at 9 p.m. our time. It's going to be relating to financial news report, again from the CBI. It has Alok saying he will be giving the financial report. We will watch this, Mr. Frank, tonight in a couple of hours, and send you the report of what they said. But they are all over. The CBI is all over the place today. Oh, also, our friends from Kurdistan are here in Baghdad. Oh, they're business friends. They came in late last night. They've been here signing agreements all day. And that too is on TV showing both sides shaking hands and signing agreements saying 2020 budget will be loaded with funds for all citizens projects and rations. I like that. So the CBI decided to come out and just start, spraying everybody with the information about the monetary reform policy. It's a 5-year program, they said, huh? Yeah. And the first year, what did they say? Actually, it's in the second report. Hold on. So anyways, I said to him, excellent. Thank you very much, you guys. Yes, sir, I should be hearing back from him very soon about the financial report, and very soon. And then I told him, I said, hey, buddy, it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. Get ready for it. And he said, yes, sir. Then in the afternoon, we get Firefly's second report for today. Firefly 77 called, sir, and he said that the special report that was from the CBI on television was 30 minutes long. It was of the CBI Governor Alok explaining the new 5-year, you see, it's the new 5-year plan, and how the CBI is determined to jumpstart the Iraqi economy. Well, of course, remember I told you yesterday? Ladies and gentlemen, like I've been telling you, the CBI and the GOI, man and woman, have given birth to twins. And one of them is an economic reform, and one of them is a monetary reform. But the economic reform seems to be the lesser strong child, must have been the first one born, because the second one is the one that's needed for the first. The economic reform sits back and it waits for the monetary reform to stimulate it and help it rebuild the country. So, yeah, Mr. Frank, this special report, 30 minutes of Governor Alok explaining the new 5-year plan and how the CBI is determined to jumpstart the Iraqi economy. Well, of course, that's the CBI is going to supply the money to jumpstart the economy that belongs to the GOI. Never mind. Some jumpstart the Iraqi economy. I told you so. The first, and the CBI said today on TV that the first and the main objective, he says, deals with well, thank you kindly for being with us tonight. Y'all take care and have a good night. A lot on television comes out and he tells the people, hey, you, come here, citizens, 5-year plan. And my first objective, in the first year of the 5, check it out. This is what I'm going to do. Look at, what's it say right there? What's that say, Tink?
The exchange rate.
The exchange rate. What about the exchange rate? Well, the first and the main objective, like the governor of the central bank says, is that he says he's going to deal with the exchange rate. And this objective is major. Yeah. A lot went on about the other 4 years probably. But this exchange rate was the best part, Mr. Frank. CBI saying on television today that the committee meeting today on planning and budget is crucial. Golly. All from the horse's mouth. Mr. Ed. Yeah. On the stock markets of October, saying that the new budget will devote 60% to investments and getting rid of Iraqi's high unemployment rate. Well, yeah. Heck, at 6% you would get rid of it. 60% of the budget is dedicated to investment. In other words, it's allocated. You got no choice, sucker. It's got to go in that direction. And there ain't no more thieves going on. And there ain't no more mafioso style, grease my hand kind of stuff. 60% of the budget will be devoted to the investments and getting rid of Iraq's high unemployment rate. A lot, the governor went on talking about how he was so proud of all of the banks in Iraq. I mean, look at it. Allah went on talking about how proud he was of all the banks in Iraq and all the training that they have completed. Allah saying how the CBI working with the World Bank to continue, Fab4, to continue establishing projects for the betterment of Iraq. Allah basically was giving a pep talk to all the citizens on how much the CBI has done and are committed on increasing the purchasing power of the dinar. Right there. See it? See it? See it? Allah was giving everybody a pep talk on how much the CBI has done and how they are committed on increasing the purchasing power of the dinar. It can't fail with the citizens. It just can't. They're motivating them. They're getting them psyched. The moment that they see the pictures, oh, and then the moment that they get them, increasing purchasing power of the dinar. We were hoping, Mr. Frank, today for some official announcement. But again, you see, they're on their P's and Q's. They're right on the edge. Did he say it? No. Well, he's gonna. He promised. They are. We were hoping for some official announcement, but again, they are talking. that's all they're doing is just talking. But at least it's encouraging news. We have never heard any. All they're doing is talking, Mr. Frank, but at least it's encouraging news. You see, we have never, ever heard any of this before. Not this generation, remember I told you? We have never, ever heard these. We've never, ever heard any of this before. They're telling us. Billboards are still the same today, and the television has some more commercials, but this special played, this new special from the CBI played for 30 minutes. Locke had charts, and he was explaining and using the charts, but again, we wait to hear more. Hope this can help out the family. Some of it was on a special report. Thanks again, Mr. Frank. And then I respond by telling him, tell Eddie that I said, perfect. You see, that is exactly what they're to be doing right now. Because very soon, they will give them all that which they are explaining. So, there you go. I hope you've enjoyed your conference call. I got to do this stuff. Were they transferred to my camera?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do no more. I want to go home now.
Okay.
Can I take my cookies and go home?
Nope. You are home.
Gosh, Jan, I got rid of like 90 texts. It looks like there's another 40, 50 more.
Be easier if they just called you if it's a long message.
Yeah. I'm looking for you, right? Could you send it in?
Text.
Dear God, Jan, it's almost impossible to find. Oh, there you are. Okay, what am I doing?
Pictures. The first one is a description. The second one is the picture.
What bank is this?
I don't know. Check the description.
See, below Firefly, this is from Firefly 10. They are setting up tables to go to the customers in the bank. Started deploying these on July 2019. And this is the picture. I'll be darned. That's beautiful, huh? How do you find? I think this is BOA. No, I better not say the bank. Because I don't know for sure. This, remember I told you that when you walk into a bank in the United States, you're not going to say,
I'm not going to say bling.
I'm just saying that. I forgot what I was going to say.
When you walk into a bank, they're going to have a dedicated
window. Here's an example of one of them. Can I see it?
Yep, lift it up a little more and come closer. Yep.
This is an example of one of the dedicated windows, a little area. They got it cleaned out, and you got your computer, you've got connections to the right people, whatever. But it's pretty interesting, and I'm grateful that this was sent to me. Here's the description. Well, that's just your name there up on top. Yeah, it's nice that everyone's getting ready. Let's see what happens, huh? I want to thank you for being with us tonight. I told you there was so much more last night, and I have no choice but to tell you that there is more, but I can't put it in here yet. You know, I often wondered, what if I would have saved all my notes for the last 11 years? It would have probably filled a barn. Ain't it?
Yep.
Probably filled it from the bottom to the top. This hand has written more words in the last 11 years and taken more notes. My wife developed a carpal tunnel
Trigger finger.
or trigger finger, right, that it locks because of all the typing that she used to do for me. Mhm.
You should have counted all the pens you used. How
Oh
many
my.
ran out of ink?
Thousands of pens. Thousands of pens. Anyways, y'all take care of each other, okay? And if you need me, my name is Frank. I go by Frank26. My phone number is 419-283-2552. Now look, I don't talk about it that much, but you're finding out that, yeah, I am a registered agent with a licensed broker with the United States Treasury. Got it? And yeah, I sell you dinars. Me and my broker. Do we still have some? Only 25Ks. So, when you call me and you ask me questions, you have to be careful. And then when you call me and you want to order dinars and you ask me my opinion, oh no, no, it shuts down right there. That phone call is only for you to place an order. Okay? Some of you think that I'm being rude. That happened twice already. Oh, well, you don't want to help me, and then click and they hang up. You know what I mean? But no, you cannot put me in a position that's uncompromising. Okay? Call me and say, Frank, I want to ask your opinion. Hey, what's up? Make sure it's my study. Don't you dare ask me my opinion about somebody else. Also, there's a sweet gentleman. Do you know his first name? That's sending those emails, long emails. What they're doing now at these other sites is that they're transcribing our calls on Monday. Remember when Aggie Dad and, well, still we have IOBay that does it inside of our
C.S.
team chat.
Hessman used to do it.
C.S. Hessman used to do it.
Frosty used to do it.
Who?
Frosty the
Frosty used to
Snowman.
do it, yeah. Remember those? Oh my goodness. Well, now because they can't copy and paste them from us and take it to their site, they're now creating their own transcription. And God bless you, sir. Twice you have sent me these long transcriptions of my last 2 Monday calls. And you say, Frank, will you go over this and approve it to make sure that it's okay with you so I can post it on our forum? No. No, I'm not going to do double work. Why should I give an opinion of my opinion, you know? I mean, I hope you understand. I'm way too, yeah. We done. I can't think of anything else. I'll see you tomorrow. And you know they're going to do something tomorrow. Because they already did it today.
And it's already tomorrow for them.
And it's already tomorrow for them. The problem is that you got to go to sleep. And our media, just for some reason, is being a real pain in the okole. They just do not want to talk about this. I don't care. I love you. Y'all take care. God bless you, okay? Yes, Tink.
Hawaii said hello at the beginning.
They did.
Karen.
808?
Karen.
Karen. Our Karen. Our Karen. What's up, sister? Leo. Is everybody, the whole, the last name help me.
Kaloi.
Kaloi family. What's up? Hey, oh, I cannot play. Karen. Remember when we went up to the cave? The
Makaha?
no, not Makaha.
Makana? I don't know.
I
It's
forget.
Leo's cave.
Yeah, when we go up Leo Cave, remember? And remember when we were we went across the street, got in the car, and we started talking, and your dad started cracking us all up, and he's talking about freaking SpongeBob and what, remember that? I recorded it on my phone. So now when I get lonely, I just play and I just crack up. I miss you guys. I miss the Aina. I miss the food. I miss the weather. I miss your smiles. I miss the aloha spirit. But soon we be back together again, okay? Hey, Karen, you promised me go up Kayana Point. We go, okay? Love you. God bless all of you. Ahui ho. Until tomorrow.